Yeah.
Are you streaming? Do you think caps matter in this situation? Well, shoot. I don't know how to do this then. Yeah, but I think it'll probably need like an update or something.
Exclamation points first, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, it worked. Wait, what is the thing again? Okay, it's okay, it worked.
In just a moment. Because like we're gonna start right where we have the map up, I'm guessing. And
I have it here.
I'll start for half a point.
So I usually have the chat and then the map. Do you need the map bigger? We'll just maximize it if we need it bigger. Okay. Did you watch the newest?
Honor the cops.
Honor the cops. We gotta honor the cops.
I didn't say anything weird. He caught himself.
You're like, I just had to.
Gotta finish it now.
Yeah.
That and burning the baby clothes.
Yeah.
That's not the most horrific I've ever heard.
We're not gonna
The
do
baby
this.
on the front lawn in the fire.
I fell asleep for the last little bit. Did anyone volunteer to do the recap?
Yeah, sure. So there we were. We were in the apartment of Mr. Man. You know him. He was a bad guy. He was dead recently, and we looked around for some things. We found a key and a cool statue and a bunch of pictures of all of us and all the things. The what was it? TVs. And it was at that point we decided it'd be a good time to leave, and so we all went off and did our own things. A couple of us went to the Dirty Potato and valiantly determined what the recipe was for the secret potato sauce in a high-risk game of chance.
It was very high risk.
Yes. There was pain. Lots of pain. The ladies went somewhere else. I can't remember where they went.
To the bathroom.
To the bathroom? They're always going to the bathroom. Yeah. And right. Oh, right. Bessie went home and was like talking with her maid, lady servant,
Assistant,
lackey.
partner.
Potato.
And they
Who's
made some
partner?
cool new suits out of all the suits they stole. And
Remember my name.
Juniper went off back to the Purple Nurple and was trying to hit on the bartender for no good reason.
Tracks.
And that's when we all got the bat signal. And by bat signal, I mean we all had a weird dream about the girl who exploded, disappeared. Turns out she's some sort of oracle, and she wants us all to do stop the bad guys from doing bad things. And some of us did drugs on purpose, and others of us did drugs on accident. We all had trippy trips from our gods, who told us things to do. And yeah, and now we're on the precipice of finally taking down the shroud in the city once and for all. Or we're just gonna like sort of sneak around, or everything will go wrong and the shroud will finally stop us once and for all. This week on.
Isn't it like one small camp? No, there is.
You know this goes.
Yeah. Are we going to sneak? Are we going to be sneaky? Little sneaky?
Might as well try. Give it a shot.
Scott, look at your
Little
phone.
sneaky? Little creep sneak?
I like the idea of sneaking and taking the guards out one by one, if possible.
I agree.
Who has the highest sneak?
I think we'll all
Not
have to
me.
sneak no matter what.
I think I do.
Yeah, I think it depends on the worst person's sneak.
Yeah.
Unless we could all kind of group sneak and depend on the person with the highest.
I have +8 to stealth.
Yeah. You will not be splitting up.
Well, not splitting up like going somewhere else, but like maybe I was thinking maybe Dano, I could go around to the other side and not
That's
start
acceptable.
anything until you guys start something, and then I'm just coming in from the other side. They don't know which way we're coming from.
Yeah, go in two different
I'm
directions.
not sneaking anymore.
And
Can we go
Fine,
through
we wanna
tents?
take it down.
Okay.
our tents like obscuring, they're big enough to where they're obscuring the view of the people that are there.
Well,
Gotcha.
do any of you magic boys, any of you put people to sleep? Like with your magic, not just regular.
Sadly, no.
Not me.
No sleeps.
No sleeps.
I have lots of deception. I can make them think they're asleep.
And I guess that'd be the other question is, are there only 6 people here and like 50 tents, or are there people in the tents as well?
Guess we'll figure that out.
Good.
Before
That's
we before we get too close to the encampment, I'm going to like cast Courageous Anthem, and I'm gonna do like as we're walking up to it, I'm gonna be like singing very softly like a song, and like snapping my fingers and stomping my feet to like make a beat as we're like slowly going up, and everyone's inspired.
Hey.
+1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
They all hear us as you're stomping.
I do it like just a slightly heavier step and a snap, just like before we get like as we were walking, I did it. Is that okay?
Did you do jazz hands at the end?
No.
Oh.
That's like the quietest of all the jazz. Jazz. Like at a basketball game.
Where are we? 1, 2, 3.
Did everyone freeze?
Okay.
Oh, and I want to do lingering composition as well. And I roll for that, right? Oh. Oh.
Baldur's Gate. You want to do those things.
Okay, never mind.
Can I cast Fleet Step on myself? Make myself a little faster for. Yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna do that. Fleet Step the next minute. Fast as fuck, boy.
Does guidance stack on inspiration?
Guidance is a little different. So I would say yes.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Fair enough. Never mind. All right, who's?
I mean, we might as well throw them on there now.
Who's sneaky enough to sneak up to the first guy and then strong enough to knock them out immediately?
We don't know what their HP is.
Huh? He asked a new question.
I'm definitely not sneaky.
I'm not sneaky either.
I'll give a guidance to Mike.
I'm gonna +8 to stealth.
What does guidance do?
You get a +1 to basically for your next turn, attack roll, perception check, or saving throw, or skill check.
I do want to make a perception. I mean, aside from knowing where everyone is, I'm gonna make another perception check.
Be perception.
That is a 25.
Damn.
Microphone was not recording in the stream, but it is fixed now. 25. What are you looking for?
Just like the tents that I think is protecting the biggest important things. Like, obviously, some of them are for just people to sleep in, and some of them might be like the tents for like planning, but like storage tents or just like somewhere where I think, yeah, like where Jeffrey might be.
Well, you do see there's a couple of tents that are a little bit like larger, and like it's just really if you look at the map. So like if you look on the west side, kind of in the middle, in between the two guards, there is one tent that's larger there on the left side, and then if you look up on the north side, kind of above Tess, there are two slightly larger tents there under the trees.
Okay.
And then on the bottom right, there's like 4 tents in very close proximity to each other, kind of connected.
Okay.
I mean, those. Yeah, the rest of them seem like this, like the same. Like, yeah. But you're not gonna know what's going on in them, unless you.
I can imagine that Jeffrey would be on the outskirts. He's got to be like.
Probably in the middle of the camp somewhere.
Yeah, like where Tess is near.
Probably.
There's 2 big ones
What do you
by
guys
the
think
trees.
of going? So one of us with the sneakiest go and just make the first move on the nearest guard, and the rest of us can kind of go in and be obscured by the nearest tents. So that way, when he is distracted by the fight, we can come in and take him on without alerting any of the other guards.
Sounds good.
All right. So I gotta make sure I'm keeping track. So I already used a focus spell by doing Courageous Anthem,
Well, that's a cantrip.
and then what?
That's a cantrip.
You can use those
Oh, it is.
over and over again.
Okay. Alright, cool. I'm gonna cast Illusory Disguise. Disguise myself like one of the guards, so that I can get as close to him as possible, and like even maybe get right up on him to like attack him. Buy some time so everyone else can like get where they need to go.
So you're pretty much changing your outfit to look like a Shroud patrolman.
Regrettably, because I'm wearing my suit and it looks really fly, but
And you're gonna walk up to this guard.
to the bottom left guard.
You're just gonna walk. You're not gonna sneak up to him. You're just gonna walk up to him.
I'll probably come from behind the tents and be a little sneaky to catch him off guard. I don't want to come in from the left and go directly to him. I want to come from behind the tents and up.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Make a roll stealth for me.
That's a
Is it like
21.
more suspicious if the guard is sneaking?
21. Yeah. He doesn't see you as you sneak up, like right up to him. He's not
Okay.
doing a good job of being in control.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna.
Oh, here, let us move first.
Yeah.
What is
Dano
what is?
moves up to the big tent on the left-hand side. That's where he'll
You're gonna
paint right behind that.
Up here. Okay.
I thought we were taking the guards out one at a time.
Well, yeah,
But as soon as you attack him, we're gonna roll for initiative.
You roll stealth for me as well for Dano.
No.
And he's
Oh,
gone.
man.
That's stealthy
That
as
is
fuck.
stealthy.
That was-
Yeah, that is super stealthy.
He's in this up now.
He finally had a bad roll and his thing cut off.
All right. Yeah, it was.
No, it was actually really, really funny that it dropped out because he rolled so poorly.
That's what you're saying.
As I said.
So it was a.
A 6.
Ooh.
I didn't want it to be a 6. I thought this was the plan.
So you start to go up there. As you're walking, you're just like kicking through twigs and branches on the ground.
There's one.
The patrolman next to Bessie goes to turn to look. I will give Bessie. I'll give you the opportunity to do something, or anybody if they want to make some other sort of distraction to try to avert this guy's gaze from looking in Dano's direction. But it would have to be
I'm gonna
now.
I'm gonna cast telekinetic hand, and I'm gonna undo one of the prongs of the tent right in front of me, so that like the tent starts to collapse.
I could do like a bird call or something.
No, this is funnier.
I thought you were gonna say
standing
you're
right
gonna
next to
untie
him.
his shoes so that he gets tripped up.
Oh, that'd be silly too.
Okay, so you're casting telekinetic hand to like to pull out stake or something from the side, like to make a tent.
Yeah, to make like the rain tarp droop, and then I'll be like, hey man, can you help me with this? Like, try and get him to help me fix the tent.
Okay, make a deception roll.
Oh no. 11? No, 12. 3 plus 9 is 12. 12.
Oh,
Oh yeah, myself was 7.
Inspired.
Oh, 14. 13. I can't do math.
Wow.
13.
I'm sorry, so you rolled a natural 3?
Yep.
Plus 9 is 12.
+1 for inspire.
Plus 1 for inspired.
Inspire doesn't count towards
Oh, you're right. You're right. It
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, boom. 12. You stink.
I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna save my hero point.
Yeah, so you do. It's fine because you do cast his telekinetic hand, and for a brief moment, the guard sees like a tarp kind of start to slide off. And he's like, no, and he sees you there, but like obviously you're disguised like one of them. So yeah, I mean, if you want to say something to him, I mean, he's just.
Yeah, we're like, sorry, man. I'm just trying to check the tent and make sure we've got enough for everyone coming. And this one just like I tripped over the thing and it fell. Can you help me get it back?
He's like, he's like, you have to watch where you're going. He helps like put it back into place for you.
While that's happening, I would like to try to sneak to the other side, where the 4 tents are.
To
Me
the
and
right?
Devlin. Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna sneak around this way. Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
All right. That'll do. It's a 23.
Yeah, 23. You move through. You make it. Yeah, you can make it all the way to the tent.
Yeah, give me somewhere around those tents, like towards the back right corner, I guess.
Oops. Yeah, put you down here. Oh, moved everyone by accident.
There we go.
Oh,
Alright, so put you down there with Levlin. So Dano, you with Bessie's deception were able to sneak by. You can move up here. What about Drace and Junebug? You guys doing anything in this time?
Yeah. I want, oh god, what's my mountain squirrel's name? Boomer.
Boomer.
Oh no.
So I want Boomer to stay behind and kind of hang out in the bushes,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sneak towards the back row of those tents closest to Bessie.
To the back row down here at the bottom part.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, with Bessie's distraction, you're able to get by unscathed. Normally, yeah, I mean, you and Dana are taking no precautions in terms of not stepping on crunchy things and.
Dano's wearing green.
I
Green
messaged both of them and be like, would you fucking be quiet?
Drake's.
I'm gonna also I'm gonna try to sneak up next to like the large tent that's right next to Dano.
Okay, you can make a stealth roll as well.
Oh, I'm gonna make a stealth roll. Don't you worry. That did not just happen.
Was it in that one?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
You have a hero point.
Too
I do
early.
have a hero point. That's a waste. I'm not wasting my hero point. I will sooner stomp through these trees. Like,
So see,
look, I have one from Nick, and I have one stealth, so I got 3.
3 total. So okay.
I am stealthy.
Great guidance. Glad I put it where it needed to be.
It was a good use of it.
Freddy is going to attempt to assist you as he sees you and Dano both stomp off towards that tent. He's gonna try to cover for you. He's rolled. I should put a camera on it. It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Thanks fucking God, Freddy. I messaged Freddy and I'm like, can you go get those elephants?
As he starts doing like bird calls and stuff by the trees to make it seem like birds are stomping through over here up north.
Birds are stomping through.
Yep.
Is that a yellow-bellied warbler?
Yeah, anyone who wants to act next? We're not in an initiative or anything, so free acting here.
I don't want to, volunteer Bessie, but it kind of.
I'm gonna daze him.
Okay.
You're gonna daze him?
But it's
Yeah.
nighttime.
Hit.
Okay.
Do I roll for it or it's a cantrip?
He does a will save.
No, he won't save.
Ew.
DC is 19 now. Will save. He needs a 14 or higher.
He likes those odds.
Should I put it in the square?
Yeah, Square
Do
of
it.
Despair. Square of Despair.
The square of despair is here.
Can you see it on Discord or can you only see it on Twitch?
18.
Okay.
Oh,
Square of despair.
Oh, there it is.
Giant die. Hopefully this doesn't like knock the whole thing up. It's a nat 2.
Oh, there it is.
That is a critical
Okay.
fail.
Ooh.
So then is that 2d6 then?
No, he's stunned as you hit him for a d6.
Oh, but it also does 1d6 mental damage.
Yeah, it does a d6 mental damage.
Even with the critical fail? Oh, no, his
that's-
roll.
5 plus 1 is 6.
Oh, it is a basic will save, so yeah, you're right. You could do 2d6.
Oh, okay.
This one's not.
Should I just double that?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna make it a 10 plus 1 is 11.
Okay. Got it.
And he is stunned. 1.
So you've attacked him, and he can't move.
Nice. Good start.
If you're gonna,
I think I have rope in my pack. Maybe we should tie him up and gag him.
You want to take another action against him now while he's stunned.
Yeah, I'm gonna needle darts him, I think.
Okay. That is attack roll. So right? Yeah, spell attack roll. So you had a +9.
Oh my gosh, 7 plus 9 is 16 to hit.
16 is
Plus 1 is 17.
17, and he's stunned. Yeah, so that's gonna be enough to hit him.
Okay, cool. Look. Alright. That's 4d4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 is 11.
So you use daze on him first to stun this guy, and then quickly pull the needles from your hair, and at point blank, just obliterate this guy,
Nice.
completely killing him. This guard is full dead.
Yeah.
And I'd like to drag him into that tent that he helped me fix.
It'd be funny if there were much people in there.
You're dragging him into this tent here.
Yeah, so his body's not discovered.
All right, so you go in this tent. Let's see what's in this tent.
Oh, are there people in the tent?
It's just like 30 other guards in there.
2 dudes fucking there.
You go in there. So you're pulling this body into the tent, and as you like are going in, and you plop the body down on the ground. You turn, and there's another guard sitting on the bed, just like like he opens his eyes really wide.
Help me! Someone attacked him.
Yeah.
Can you help bring him back? Give him CPR.
He runs over. Make a deception roll.
That's a nat 19.
That's
plus 9.
He runs over. He's like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And he like puts his hands.
I don't know. I cast Daze on him.
Okay. Okay. He's got another will save.
Now we know where to put all the bodies. This tent.
This is the body tent.
I'll do another square here. See what your Daze does. See if you can stun him.
You should give it a second before you say it because it's delayed on the stream.
Okay. Your DC is 19, and he has a +5. So
11 or lower. He needs an 11 or higher. No.
14.
Oh my gosh. 14 or higher.
Lower
what the fuck is wrong with you today?
DC lower than 4 for you to stun this guy as well.
15.
So he just makes the save. But you.
I still do a d6 damage to him.
You still do d6 of damage to him. And we'll say that he's down on the ground, trying to administer like mouth to mouth and like do like check for a pulse. He doesn't seem to know what he's doing.
Okay, well that was a 2 + 1, so 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna pretend like I just got hit by something and be like, "Oh my god, did you feel that?" I'm gonna like grab my arm.
You should take a compromising picture of the guy while he's mouth-to-mouthing this other guard.
If phones were a thing in that time period.
So you hit him like he's not looking at you, so you hit him with a spell, and then you pretend that you got hit by something too. And,
yeah, like I kind of like get down on a knee, like it took me out too.
Big attack.
Fuck.
And he's like, check out the back. And he tells you like to go out the back of the tent.
Okay.
Collapsed tent.
Wait,
this guy was just in the collapsed tent.
It was just like a
it was
target
just
part.
the tarp. It was just the tarp part.
He's trying to like pour a potion into this dead guy's mouth.
There, just before he does that.
Yeah, are there like any frying pans or anything on deck inside this tent?
In this tent? Not in this tent. There's like 4 beds.
Yeah, you should have went to the frying pan tent, obviously.
I should have. I would have
soldiers.
telekinetic projectile hit him.
He says, check out the back. I'm assuming you're gonna look out the back just to.
Yeah, I'm gonna look out the back.
All right, so we can move on. Luca, or no, Dano, you were the next to move. So, what does your group want to do at this point? You're at this kind of slightly larger tent.
I want to peek inside the larger tent, like just sort of like, like look inside.
Very stealthily.
Peek inside.
Very tenderly.
So you look inside and you see like, well, make a perception check, I guess. Yeah, as you look inside, you see barrels. Like a lot of barrels.
11. I see so many barrels.
Yeah, you just see so many barrels.
So many holes.
I think it's whiskey. And I assume it's safe, and I sneakily go inside, but I'm gonna go inside.
You can go in there. There's no one in there. It's just these there's like a bunch of barrels, and
All right, and I'm gonna knock one barrel over. Is there any barrels on their sides?
No, they're all standing up, so you can knock one over if you like.
Okay, knocking one over onto its side, and gonna get ready behind it to push it, just in case. I'm not gonna push it yet. Trace,
All right, so
get him to come over to the tent.
Yeah, for
Let me see.
Drace, are you going in as well?
Yeah, I'm going in too.
So you guys are all in this tent. That's fine. Yeah, as you knock over the barrel, like to get behind it, some like black powder kind of like displaces, and like you see some of it. So this seems like they're filled with black powder.
Is it
Black
gunpowder?
It must be some sort of drug.
As an
Why is it always gonna be
explosive black powder.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Don't forget that I gave you all bombs.
I do saw the bomb.
You're holding a lit Molotov right now.
It sounds like this is the bomb, the explosive tent that we found.
Perfect.
Anything else you want to do in this minute? There's no one has sight on you. You don't suspect.
Okay. I'd like to. I assume, since we're working with this sort of physics, there are barrels full of black powder. There's going to be like a cork on one end.
Yeah, like
I want to knock
giant,
out
like a
the
big
cork.
cork on the top.
Yeah, and so I want to knock that cork out and let the gunpowder start falling out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna roll it. Wait, no, I'm gonna wait for a second.
Okay.
until somebody-
So you're ready to roll.
I'm ready
this
to
if
roll
necessary.
it and then set the black powder, the trail on fire, and then it'll go up to the barrel and explode. Like it's a long fuse. Is the plan.
Gotcha.
Where are you trying to have it explode?
Right.
Somewhere. Eventually.
Yeah, we don't know
I
yet,
just-
but it's starting to pour out. But yeah, it'll only pour out to a certain amount, and then you can kind of wait on the rest of it.
If you want to destroy the camp at the end, that might be a good way to do it.
They're just tents. We just like knock a couple tent
Well,
things
that's a
down.
pretty good distraction to start this off.
Then we'll go over to Luca. So what are you doing over here in the corner?
Who's a god?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a distraction. He asked what you were doing.
What am I doing?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess me and Levlin will kind of peek into these tents, make sure there's nothing. Well, I guess look for people first off to make sure we're not. We'll try to be sneaky and also
Okay.
lift from the bottom. Or I guess I could turn into an animal and be even sneakier.
Whatever you want to do, you just tell me. Remember, you're limited as to how many times you can do that. So.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna need to do that many more times. I'm going pest form, so I don't think I'll need to do that much more. Yeah, I'll be a little mouse and check out these 4 tents with Levlin and see what's going on in them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Leplin eats you.
You sneak in as a mouse. The first one you go into, there's again, it's more beds. This looks like more quarters. You see like some I guess make a perception check if you want to kind of look around, examine what's there.
Okay. That's a 17.
17. Yeah, so you see, like, again, there's like 4 empty beds in this very first tent that you're in. There's also like a poster of President Shroud, kind of like in a very Uncle Sam-esque kind of style, except it says "Please comply." It says, "Please" on top, "comply" underneath. As you walk through to the west, like kind of sneak through to the west tent, you see like it looks like some supplies of like food and water. It looks like rations are kept there. Same thing if you sneak up to the northeast one.
2 ration tents.
2 ration tents, and then the third one looks like there are like large bins of weaponry, like clubs, nightsticks, the things that you see the Shroud normally wielding.
Wasn't the bottom left?
Ration, weapons, and then quarters.
I thought okay. I thought you said quarters was the bottom left.
Quarters was the bottom
I think-
right. That was the first 10 was quarters.
Oh, okay.
There's rations, and then some weapons. So you're in there. No people in these tents. They're empty of people. And so what's Juniper doing in this moment?
Is
Beck
Bessie outside the tent right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to sneak up to her and ask. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her. Bessie? I saw.
Yeah. What's going on?
If you go back in there and distract him, I can sneak up behind him and get him in the neck with my shears. Are you down?
I'm down. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I go back inside.
You go in. Did you see anyone out there?
I didn't. I don't know. This is the craziest fucking thing, man. I'm really weirded out.
This is fucking magic users. They're so sneaky.
Okay, as she
Yeah.
I sneak up with my shears and I get him right in the neck.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, make
hands.
a stealth check first.
Okay. No, I clicked the
Oh.
wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
So stealthy.
Yeah, you're so stealthy. You walk in. The guy doesn't even notice. He's looking at Bessie the whole time. You walk right up to him. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Okay.
+1 because you're inspired.
You gotta try to suppress his whatever she's gonna do.
I got an
18, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's Roll, you can roll damage. I'll say because you rolled a nat 20 on your stealth, that you can add the deadly
Weak attack.
D8. So you can add a D8 to your damage roll.
Ooh.
I got a 5.
5 total.
Yeah.
+1.
Oh, 6.
Yeah.
Plus the D8.
You added
Was that
D8
plus
as
the
well.
D8?
So you got a
Yes, it
D4
is.
and a D8, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's so 6 damage. Yeah, so you sneak up, you stab these shears right into this guy's. You kind of going for the neck, obviously, but like he more gets him like in the shoulder. Try to cut his jugular, but doesn't quite get him. And he just like yells out in pain.
Oh, no.
Can I tell Kinetic Hand a hand over his mouth?
I don't think that is gonna do
Muffle.
anything.
Okay.
You'd be better versed running up to like going over to him and putting your hand over him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yep. So you go over. Yeah, you can make an athletics check.
Hold on. 25. That was a 19 on the die.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you go over. You
Oh my
muffle his
God.
scream before he lets it go too long, and so you now got him grappled from behind. And you're holding him there. He's still up, and now he's alerted to both of your betrayal. It's up to you if you guys want to do anything else here. You want to attack?
I'm gonna since I've got one hand up to his throat, I got the other one behind his head, and I'm gonna cast needle darts again.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, make a attack roll.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
That one is not gonna be very effective.
Is it like an initiative thing where I only have a certain amount of actions? Can I just punch him?
You can I'll
Okay,
let you
this-
punch him if you want. If you want to just punch him.
Can I also punch him?
You can both punch him at the same time. It'll be fun.
Okay, that's
let's do
fine.
that.
Over there and
One,
also punch
two,
him?
Oh,
three.
God.
I gotta honor the punch. Okay. Okay, that's an 11 plus 8, so 19
A 19
to
hit.
punch him.
Yep, that'll hit.
Can't kill.
I got a 9.
A dirty 20 with my +1.
Okay, that's not yeah, same. You got a 9. A 9 is not gonna hit, so you go to swing. But Bessie seems to have full control here.
I did 3.
Woohoo! Something.
Did you add your 1?
Yep.
Oh. So You rolled a 1.
Ah,
It was 1d4 plus 1. I rolled a 1 plus 1 plus a 1. It's a
Jesus.
tree.
it's a lot of ones.
Okay.
Guy's taking a lot of little
You punch
teeth.
this guy while holding him in the back of the head. You knock him out. He goes unconscious. So you haven't killed this guy, but you've knocked him out. He's now laying on the ground. He's kind of like toppled over the other body that's there.
We're good.
Wait, how long is he knocked out? Should we kill him?
That's up to you.
I already killed. I already have one death on my hands. Junebug. If
Okay,
this
well
one's
then I'll
yours.
do it.
You're gonna kill him? Yeah. How are you? Tell me. Describe how you kill him. He's unconscious, so
Oh,
you don't have to roll for it.
Oh, I take out my shears and I do a little shit.
this is like some Walking Dead stuff right here.
He's popping with the shears. I mean, you get him and he can't move or anything, so he bleeds out. You can stab him repeatedly until he's just gone.
Just one time.
Just the one time. It's
Oh, just the
good.
one time.
No! What if he makes death saving throws? What if he comes to?
This is now the party chance.
I
If your
think that
intent-
happens.
If your
hopefully
intent
we're
is to
not.
full on kill this guy,
He is intent.
it's fine. Then one stab will do it. If you're going for the murder, then that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Murder.
All right, so this guy's
We'll
dead.
message everyone and say, all right, we got a body tent.
So we'll go back over to where Dano and Drace and Freddy are. Freddy just like, Dano, what's the plan with that barrel there?
Well, I don't actually know. You know, I saw it in one of those cartoons at the Nickelodeon. And I thought this would be funny.
All right, well,
Definitely funny.
it's good that we know that this is here. I feel like we shouldn't lose our stealth advantage yet, so maybe we should keep looking, see if we find anything else.
Can we see the guard that's like up to the right?
I mean, you know he's there. You saw him before entering the tent. You can't see him from inside though, because like the flap is closed. He would see you if you open the flap.
Oh. Lefty flap. So we'd have to go out and go around the other way.
Yeah.
I could try to rush him real quick. Just sort of do a.
Well, there's like 2 other guards on test, like right out in the open right there.
Oh, I thought those were big tents. That like blocks their view a little.
Maybe their view, but not the sound.
Yeah, we have to be quiet. Quiet.
Just roll get stealth.
We can
Uh,
shoot it with a bunch of spells.
Yeah. Well, Thrace, it's your turn. I already did my thing, so you can. I'll follow your lead.
Ooh, it's a lot of pressure. I almost tripped coming over here.
Nice. Like
There's
in
3 of
Bygone.
us. We might be able to like quickly surround him and like all attack him at once, and then maybe we can take him down real quick.
Oh yeah, we get him to come into the tent.
Oh yeah, we could maybe like get him to come over by like.
You like stick your leg out, like it's.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
I'll
I
do it.
Someone stick the sexy leg out. Yeah. Who's got
Who's the
fish nets on?
sexiest leg of us 3?
Roll for sexy leg.
Desperado.
I guess that's a religion check for ideology.
What's the check? The sexiness check?
Is this what you're really doing?
No, not the leg
Yeah.
part, but
100%.
If you're doing the leg thing, or if you're gonna like try to signal this guy to come over, it's
Come
gonna
here,
be-
big boy.
It's gonna be a performance check.
oh, I
I've
have
got
good
a 6 in
performance.
performances.
And I bet you have really long games.
Does
Yeah.
anyone else have good performance?
You
How's
call
your
them
performance
games.
rate? You got a lot,
I have a
don't you?
9. I have a
Hey,
9
Nice
in performance.
ends you got there.
You're sticking your leg out, boy.
I'm sticking my leg out.
Or you're,
Who's got
you're doing
those hairy legs?
Does Trace have a 9 in performance?
I have a 9.
That's impressive.
Even the 1920s?
I'm quite the performer. Are we rolling this? Are we
Yeah,
doing it? I will do it.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to do something.
Yeah.
All right.
I ready in action of grapple as soon as he comes
Yeah.
through the door.
Okay.
25. Which one was the Inspire? This doesn't count for Inspire, right? So 25.
No, 25. Yeah. What do you say or do? Do you literally stick your leg out?
A little come hither.
I don't roll up my pants though. I just like stick it out and I kind of whisper, say, "Hey, over here."
Okay. He's here, that guard. Yeah, he. I mean, you don't see it, but like, what you don't see is that he's walking right over to the tent, and as he lifts the flap, Dano goes for a grapple. You can go ahead and make your check for that.
And that's an athletics. That's a 19 plus 11, which makes it a 30.
There's the roll.
Yeah, you
There we go.
completely like take charge of this guy. Yeah, you take full control of him.
And over
You
the
drag
mouth.
him into the tent.
Both arms
He's in the
in a bear hug.
Okay.
There we go.
Do you cover his mouth?
Yes. One hand on the mouth, other hand like just. I'm big enough that I can just go over both arms and like they're pinned in front of him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so he like his eyes get really wide, and he just like he's trying to struggle out, but Dana's just like hasn't been too strong of a hold at this
And I'm
point.
gonna whisper in his ear. I'm gonna be like, "Hello there, little boy. Where are they keeping the god?" But I'm not gonna move my hand.
You can interrogate him if you'd like. He kind of just says,
The mouth is covered.
Did you get that?
I think he said,
I'm saying you're covering his mouth.
All right, are you guys gonna attack him, or are you just gonna hold him for forever?
I guess I'll
Take him out.
intimidate him. I'm gonna take me hand off your mouth. But the moment you say anything too loud or something I don't like, it's gonna go back on your neck.
"Yep, make an intimidation roll."
Alright. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh.
16?
Yeah,
Plus 1, 17?
Okay.
No,
Well,
it doesn't
the
count
plus one
for.
doesn't count, but 16 is a success. That's fine.
Okay.
So like, yeah, this guy, you see he calms a little bit. As you lower the hand from his mouth, he doesn't yell out for help or anything like that. You're free to. He just kind of is like, I'll tell you whatever you want. Just please don't kill me.
Of course not, me boy. Now, where are they keeping Jimbury? Thrace, what was that fucker's name again?
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
He says, you looking for that scruffy guy locked in the cage?
Yeah, where's the cage?
I'm pretty sure he's scruffy.
It's over next to Commander Gill's quarters.
Well, isn't
Which
that
are-
convenient?
There's a pair of tan tents on the north side. I don't care what you do, as long as you don't kill me, please.
You can even pull the I've got a family card?
Nah, are you kidding? This boy's a virgin. Anyway.
Yeah.
We have to at least restrain him and cover his mouth.
Okay. We're gonna be covering your mouth. And you're gonna stay in here, nice and safe. The safest place you can be.
Yeah.
With all this
Boom,
stuff.
Yeah, you lay him down.
Tie him up. I think I've got.
Yeah, I think you got rope. That's fine.
Yeah. Tie him up. A little wad in his mouth. Thrace, you got any sort of, I don't know, knock him out spell?
Not that doesn't deal damage.
While you guys are talking, Freddy says, "I made no such promise," and he pulls his sword and stabs him through the heart and kills this guard.
So
Eddie.
we're not following the Geneva Convention as far as
This is like a Walking Dead,
There's no
a Walking Dead
convention
ambush.
in this world.
just checking. All
No
right.
rules of engagement here.
He didn't have a
I
white
can't say I
flag.
disapprove, Freddy. I can't say I disapprove.
Jesus, Freddy, it's hearts and minds. I switched sides, didn't I? We could have gotten him too.
I mean, let's be honest. This guy was gonna blow up. Either way, we were definitely gonna set this place.
He was gonna blow up a little bit later without us seeing it. That's completely different.
Junebug was going to kill him eventually. Might as well just die now.
And stuck in
Alright.
violent cheers of her.
Well, okay, so there's a cage somewhere with a scruffy-looking fucker, and I guess we're getting him out of here.
And he said it's in like the tan-colored tents, which are the ones above Teskil. Are the ones he's referring to. They're just like slightly
The one
different.
right behind the California mountain rattlesnake.
Brilliant. Okay.
Luca, anything else in this moment? Are you still a mouse? What's the point?
Yeah, I'll mouse up to the tent right behind the guard. Make sure there's nothing in there. Me and Levlin will get the one right to his right.
To his right, yep. You can sneak up, no roll necessary.
Cool.
The guard sees a cat chasing a mouse. Just lets it.
We'll check in the tent real quick.
Okay. You go. You like gotta go into this tent. There are there's this is another quarters. There's 4 beds. There are 4 guards in sleeping in the beds.
Okay, that's good to know. So, quickly notice that, and we just shit. Right back out, right behind the tent.
Behind it, okay.
Try not to alert any of these sleeping guards.
Yeah, that's fine. No alerting
Sure.
your guys' presence there.
I mean, I guess I'll just. Are we trying to coordinate like an attack, and are we just trying to?
Well, we're probably gonna head to the right more to get further. I mean, I plan on going to the right more.
Yeah.
At this point, we don't know that they know where Jeffrey is.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to just kind of assume that this whole set of tents. I don't want to check every single one of them, but I'm just going to assume this is where all the sleeping guards are. So I'm going to kind of go towards the like perpendicular to Tess, but in between the set of tents, all the way to the right.
We have like a text group. Can we communicate the information that we know?
We are in the 1920s. There are no cell phones.
No. Does anyone else have the message spell? I know Bessie does, but
How were you messaging people earlier, Bessie?
she has a spell.
I have the message spell,
That's it.
and
There you go.
I can do it to one creature, and they can get the response. So I do it to like Luca, who's by himself, and I do it to
Yeah,
one
like
you.
you can certainly message people one by one and ask if they found anything, and they can message you back.
Oh,
Yeah,
we can actually back.
I was gonna wait until after Luca went to
All
do
right.
that.
So I'm sorry. And you said, where were you going, Luca? Up higher?
So
between those 2 rows, right?
yeah, so just towards the top of those 2 rows, in between. Yep, right around there.
Okay.
But like, still kind of hiding in that little spot.
Okay. Gotcha. So back a little bit. Okay. I'll put level up there. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we're right around where Levelin's at.
Yeah, I can say
Yeah.
as you go through, you can peep your head in, and yeah, you got to see the same thing. There's a lot of guards sleeping over on this side. There's a couple of them are empty,
Okay.
but some of them have other guards like sleeping. Okay, so we'll get back to Bessie and Junebug. What would you like to do in this moment?
All right, I'm gonna message everyone, like individually, except for Junebug, who's sitting right next to me. Jesus Christ, don't piss Junebug off with her shears in her hand.
We ever want to fuck with Junebug?
I'm like, we got a body tent on the bottom left. What's everyone else up to?
Oh, we've got information on where they're keeping Jeffrey.
And Freddy's just as crazy as Junebug.
I message back and be like, where is he?
He's in a cage. By the tents.
I message back and be like, for the love of, like, please be more specific.
The tent's in the back by the tree. Where that bitch is.
Okay.
That one-eyed bitch.
Warren took our picture.
Yeah, that's specific enough, Laria.
Okay. I I motioned to Junebug that we should leave this bloody tent and kind of like in between the two rows, sneak over to the tree closest to where Luca just went.
To the
Hey,
What do
tree.
you want to do?
Luca chose a bad path. I think it's safer to go around where Dano and them are and go around on the other side. Just because all of that side has all the guards. And we can just go through and come through and then be covered by the woods that are right abutted against the two tan tents.
Okay.
But
All right.
eventually we could just go in there and sneak through.
I was just trying to get that guard at the bottom, but I guess, yeah, no, we can do this. All right, yeah.
Okay.
So we
So-
head up towards Drace and Dano and them.
Yep. That's fine. The path is clear at this point on the outside. So, yeah, you can head all the way up there. You can even keep going if you want.
Do we want to go behind those other rows, like in between those other rows of tents right now?
I think that's a safe bet.
These
There might be
tents
more
up
guards, but we
top here.
could check maybe.
Yeah, like we'll just be in between them, but sneaking through so that like I don't know if like those other guards move at all, but I don't want to just be like out in the open.
Okay.
Like kind of like in between them towards the closest to the top of them. If there's
Are
enough
you
room for
looking
it.
at any of these tents as you go through, or no?
Can we peek? Give a little peek.
I guess I'll
peekage?
peek through them. Should I roll stealth again?
Yeah, you can roll stealth if you want to be completely undetected. You could be you guys are together, so
You roll one, you just whip the door open.
just one roll between the two of you is fine. I'm assuming.
You might want to roll just to see what you got. I rolled a 12.
I got a 16.
Yeah, 16 is good. Yeah, so you're not. Yeah, I mean you guys are stealthy in this moment. No guards coming out. Even on a 12, like, which normally wouldn't be high enough for you to pass by undetected, but like, you notice that like no one is coming out of these tents to come after you. And if you want to look in, then
Well, yeah, that was what the stealth check I thought was for me to
okay, that's fine. So yeah, you
peek
can.
into a couple of
You
them.
can peek into one of the tents. You see there are several people, like more people than should be. Like these are like seem like quarters as well, but they're like people in like dirty clothing that are like shackled to each other. Very low morale, looking very weak. They seem to be prisoners of the Shroud. Not here willingly. Most of them just kind of looking down because they're expecting the worst from whatever walks through the doors of the tent.
Should we?
I like to Junebug and say, should we free them?
I think we should, but maybe we should get the fellas in on it so that we can tackle more than one tent at a time.
Well, are they all full? You said they're all empty except for this one has prisoners?
No, I mean, I'm assuming you're only looking at one. If you want to look through multiple ones, you can.
Would that
Yeah.
require another stealth check?
No, if you just want to peek in.
No, just look through all these two rows. And
Yeah, I mean, I guess when we were walking up the ones, we were just kind of seeing if we can peek through them and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so like you as you go through these tents, you some of them again are empty, but there is like 4 or 5 of them that have these they're have too many people in there, and they're all kind of in rags and
All right.
they're being chained up.
I message Luca and I message the Dano, Drace, and Freddy and say prisoners in the upper left, come help if you can.
We definitely can. We're right there.
Okay.
I don't think I'm just gonna race across the fucking field.
We
real
just
quick.
sprint across here.
Yeah. We can go back to that to Dano and Drace and Freddy.
We got
And I said,
go help.
you're like you're
Yeah,
away
I'm
from
a little,
everyone right now.
Well, compromised.
all right. Yeah, let's do it.
You gonna
Let's
join
help.
the ladies?
You could potentially, as a mouse, like try and come back up.
So you guys all go up, Freddy as well,
Slaves.
up to these tents. Yeah, you look in, you see the same
Also,
thing.
it's
There's
danger for you. It's gonna be words
there's
out.
prisoners in here, and
You might as well
they're
attack.
chained up. I
I
think
walk
you guys, I guess all of you that are there up there make perception checks on these prisoners.
All right.
I got a 17.
19.
13.
22.
So you guys, yeah, you go in there. 20 on a 22, Dano, you notice that one of these like prisoners in there, is wearing a pendant of a silver dragon, with blue eyes. It looks like the head of the dragon that is on Drace's cane.
Oi, Dragon Boy, come over here.
I go over there.
I love your role playing. Matt.
What do you make
I
of
mean,
that?
what else would I do? If someone tells you to come over, you just go over. You don't like say anything else.
I sashay.
I very elegantly come over.
Right. Point out the one with the dragon on him. What do you make of that? What's that dragon mean?
That's basically my family, my heritage.
So you
Can we talk to this guy?
Drace,
Any-
looking at this guy, you recognize him as. I mean, he looks
I do
different
now.
than what you remember, but this is a gentleman that you know from your past named Ethan Levi. He was once like very strong, wide-set man, but like he's looking very scrawny right now. It's like life has been pretty rough. His eyes are pretty sunken in. His face has scars and wrinkles from fighting and stress.
And can he is he gagged?
He's not gagged, but he's on the ground. He stands up as he sees you. He sees you with the cane, and he recognizes you by the cane. He says to you, "Ain't you a sight for sore eyes, boy?" And he extends his arms out for a hug.
Come here, man. Long time no see.
As you squeeze in,
What's happened to you, man?
he says, "Oh, not too tight. What are you doing here? Where you been?"
I'm here to save you, apparently. Looks like you've seen better days.
In that moment, Drace kind of flashes back to a memory of being younger with Ethan Levi. So Drace, you have a flashback of standing on a farm in Greenflower, where your family's from. You're aiming your hands like you're about to cast a spell at cans sitting on a fence post, and Ethan is standing behind you. He pats you hard on the shoulder once with a fingerless glove, and he's pacing behind you. And he's kind of pacing back and forth, and he's talking. He says, "The path to mastering the power within you is much like walking through a dense forest. At first, the trees may seem impenetrable, but with each step, the path becomes clearer, and light finds a way through the canopy above. Think of your spells as allies awaiting your command and understanding." And he's waiting for you to cast a spell, to try to hit these cans.
I'm gonna attempt to cast the electric arc and hit them both at once because I'm cool like that.
Well, there's many cans. There's 6 or 7 cans.
Well, I'll hit them all. Can I arc to all of them in one swoop? I don't think it works that way with people with it, but I can try.
Yeah, you can. That's fine. You can cast it. That's fine. You can aim it, whatever. You don't have to roll or anything for that because this has already happened. So it's kind of set what's happening.
Right.
So you're like at this point you're holding a book. So you fire off an electric arc. It fires wildly off course. Like it doesn't hit the can. He's looking. He leans down like closer to you. And he says, "Don't be disheartened. Every great sorcerer in our sect stood where you are now, uncertain of the power at their fingertips. You need a better arcane focus here." And he hands you the cane that you now wield, with the same head of the dragon on the handle. And he says, "Again!" And he goes back to pacing.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, this time you shoot an electric arc, and it blasts 2 of the cans off the fence. Perfect. And he gives you like a slow clap. As you do it. And he says, "The mastery you seek is not just a destination, but a journey of becoming who you are meant to be. I expect you to hit all 5 cans this time. Again." And we'll flash forward. So that's kind of the end of that. Now you're in another kind of you're seeing another scene from the past. You can see the same farm. This time it's on fire. Like it's nighttime and it's just like the buildings are ablaze, fields are on fire. You see a tall, dark-skinned, looks like another commander of the Shroud ordering the capture and the slaughter of your people. And she just yells out, "Take what you can and kill the rest!" 2 guards rush you and grab you and pull you over to this commander. And one of them goes, "What of the miners?" Because at this point you're like 15, 16 years old.
Right.
And she grabs you. I'm sorry, she grabs the guard by the shirt and she says, "I said take who you can. Lock him up and ready him for processing." The guards throw a black bag over your head and drag you off. A little while later, they remove the bag. You're in some sort of makeshift, brightly lit, confined area. There's 2 men in white scrubs and like full face coverings. You're just like in there with them. They kind of place you in like a certain spot to like sit. It's almost like a stretcher, but like they just push you up against it, and they turn their backs to you to grab like tools off of a nearby table.
When they turn their backs, like I kind of have like a little flashback to Ethan's teachings, and I attempt to electric arc both of them.
Yeah, so you cast electric arc. Yeah, so you blast these 2 guys. They don't look like fighters. So you can easily dispatch of these 2 people. And you can make a run for it. The door's locked.
Yeah, so like before like trying to get out of there, I use one of my like freezing spells to like try to freeze the lock and break it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you cast a spell that freezes kind of the door, and then you just like kick it open. And
then once I get through the door, I can make a run for it.
Yeah, you can run for it. You're running past there's other cells with other people locked in, but they're cheering you on as you run for it. And you hear Ethan's voice, and he goes, "Never stop, boy." As you run off into the night, not even like turning around to see like the amount of destruction that's happened to your home. You flash back to the present, and you're here with Ethan in your arms, and he just like looks at you and he says, "You look like your dad, boy."
Thanks, I try.
I think I kicked again. There. He says, "Your parents, they survived the onslaught of Greenflower, but I have not seen them in months, and they just aren't the same anymore."
They're alive?
They're alive. Your parents are alive. But they're
That vision actually must have been true.
But they're just they're not the same anymore, Drace. Do you know what the shroud is doing to us?
Unfortunately, we do know what they're doing to us. Maybe not us specifically, but in general, we have a good idea, unfortunately.
They have these devices that drain us of power. I've never seen anything like it. People change after being drained. I'm not sure you'd want to see your family, even if you could. Your sister,
Of course I do.
Your sister, Kaida, I haven't seen her since the attack, I'm afraid. If you made it out, though, it's possible she did too.
Well, we're gonna find her, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, he kind of pats you on the
But first,
shoulder.
let's get you out of here.
He says, "That's a good lad," and yeah, whatever you want to do. Now's the
Can
time.
you
Can I
text
like
me?
use the same? Go ahead.
Can you text me our Wi-Fi password?
Yeah. It's also like on the router. I believe this is it. But yeah, so you're here with your long not seen mentor.
Oh, you're not supposed to see the other things.
Can I like use? Is he locked up? Does he have like a lock on whatever he's being
They're
held by?
shackled. Yeah, these people are like shackled to each other.
Can I use like the like chilling spray and like escape, like break the lock the same way I did when I escaped?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to smash it with the freeze it and then smash it with the staff just because it's cooler. Unintended.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Kind of like aim your, or like get your hands close enough to kind of line up. Now, it's only going to let you do this to the ones that are in the particular tent that you're in.
Right.
But you can definitely smash the shackles. Ethan says, "That's a good boy," as you do it, and like his hands are free. He kind of is rubbing on his wrists. But these people look really weak. But yeah, they're free. They are free from their shackles.
I'm gonna kind of like suggest that maybe they stay in the tent until they hear a distraction or diversion where they can run off to head west. Or just keep heading west.
I think that now there's no one that way. It's clear. We don't want them to get stuck in
But it's a
the
big group of people. I don't want any sounds to, I mean, I guess, I don't know. That would be up to...
Ethan says, "We'll wait for your signal. I'm sure that, like, we'll wait for whatever signal you're gonna show us, and then we'll make a run for it. We're probably gonna scatter. I think that's our best chance for some of us.
You guys
to
have
get
anywhere
away.
to go?
No, not from around here. So don't know. Don't even know where we are.
You're in Mistmore, south of Sunrise Port.
Mistmore.
North Mistmore.
Yes, the northernmost part of it.
He says, "What's the shroud presence like in the city?"
Right now, I think they're all here.
I see.
We kind of killed a couple of the commanders and stuff, so the city might be clear for a moment. It could be good for a rest, but not good to stay. With the shroud so close behind, like just north of the city.
All right. Well, yeah, we're just gonna have to wing it. We'll make a run for it when we can. But we won't cause any commotion. We'll wait for you guys to cause the commotion.
Yeah.
Do I have a way to like reach out to him and like get a hold of him if I need to in the future?
You would have to give him some information in order to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, do we want to?
Like, you could give him the number to the Whisper Well.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
or, like,
that's
a
good enough. I
phone
mean,
number for you, whatever. I mean, whatever you want.
yeah. Do I have? I must be living somewhere over there, right?
Yep. You're somewhere.
Can I just give him like my home number for now?
That's fine. Yeah.
And tell him, like,
Just write down
hey,
on scrap
man,
paper.
Yeah. I told him I'll find him,
He's like, all right,
or you can find me.
I'll give you a call when I'm somewhere safe. Don't go getting yourself killed, boy.
I don't plan on it.
Cool. So these prisoners are freed.
I say let's go to the other tent and free the other prisoners.
Well, it's like 4 other tents, right? I think we can split up for a second.
Yeah, 4 other tents. However you guys
Yeah.
want to do it, you will have to make some checks and stuff, or use
I
something.
think we should all go into each tent,
I
like
think-
together.
I mean, do we have any other means of removing shackles besides Trace's cold spell?
I feel like that's the most effective way to get everyone unshackled. So I feel like we
We
should
have
all.
your skeleton key.
Oh,
You do the
right.
skeleton key.
Oh,
but I
we should
think
try
Luca
it. See what works.
Where's Luca?
That's right. Yeah.
Didn't I hand it to you last? Did you ever give it back? I mean, you can just say you still have
I
it.
could say I didn't.
I don't think you did either way. So you have the skeleton.
Okay, I have the skeleton key. Let's do this.
Yeah, you can go to a tent and try to unlock some shackles.
Okay.
I want to see if it works now. Curious.
You roll a thievery check.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I just feel like we should. I feel like we should go into each tent together because we might recognize other people that have been in prison.
You have this,
Well,
you
you know,
have this plus
they'll-
0 to thievery. This is really biased.
I got a 17.
Oh, okay. And
Damn.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
You go in and you're able to. I'll just say you're able to unlock any prisoners that you see in this area. So use the skeleton key, and somehow you're able to. Even though you Junebug has no idea what she's really doing with this, but she's able to make it work with this key as you free the prisoners from these tents. You kind of advise them of the same thing. You tell them the same thing, like wait for a signal, and then just like make a run for it when you can.
Nobody else we recognize.
No one else you recognize in this area.
I mean, all these tents.
In these tents, no, they're just prisoners.
Okay, then yeah, let's. I guess just keep like we've released all of them and told them to wait for a big commotion and then head like west and then south. We'll take them to the town, and then if they don't want to go into the town, just head west.
Luca, in this moment, anything else you want to do right now while you're still in Mouseful?
While I'm on this side, might as well check these last 4 tents
All right, cool.
while we're still mousing it up.
Go and kind of look at these 4 tents. Okay. Oh, no, necessary. Okay. Yeah, you go into these tents. Look like storage units. There's like big boxes full of like blankets and shroud uniforms.
At this point, it's probably not very useful to look like a shroud guard. So all 4 just storage.
All 4 of them are just storage, like
I think we're all past.
it looks like there's like stuff. There's like blankets and pillows, like stuff for the soldiers to use for their quarters, and then extra like there's uniforms in here. Ton of them.
Well, I mean, fine. If you're giving me uniforms, I might as well try to find a mouse-sized one. I'm just kidding. I turned back into a human, and I will dress up as a shroud guard for the time being.
All right, so you dress up like shroud.
Wardrobe change.
Anything else? Are you gonna stay in the tent for now? Or are you?
Yeah, we just want to be. I guess I kind of want to be in the middle of the tents, like ready to attack this guy for whatever. Whenever I can tell everybody else is doing whatever.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay, and then so it's only the 2 groups now. So other group, what do you want to do now?
Well, I don't want all of us.
Oh, so what do you guys think about sneaking up through the woods that are behind the tents and going through behind the tents to get in?
I was gonna say I don't want all of us to do that because of some people's, again, previous
Well,
sneak ability.
I mean, the volunteer Betsy.
Like, there's still those middle tents that we have. Like, you only investigate that one tent and see what's going on in those middle tents.
You might as well peep all the tents at this point.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head up to go towards the 2.
Okay.
I think
Maybe
if Bessie goes, I think it's unwise to go too far away from her since she's going closer to what we would consider bosses. And so being close to her to help her fight if she gets caught would be good. So I think if we were going to look at the tents, we should do that together now instead of doing it while she's close to the bosses.
you could potentially cause a diversion.
I mean, we could blow up that tent.
But that it might also like blow up the whole area. We don't know. We have no idea how much of an explosion that would be.
I don't want to wake up every single soldier that's sleeping with an explosion, but like if some people go to the center tents, they can maybe draw those 2 guys away. I don't know.
You talking about that little group of 3 tents, or you talking about the bigger group that's next to the explosives?
The bigger group that's next to the explosives.
Oh, okay.
I said
Like you-
Boomer to give him a little spray, and then they chase Boomer away.
I like it.
Well, I'm gonna head up and towards the tan tent.
I'll follow her.
I'm gonna try to message Jeffrey before I do that and say, "My darling, are you here?"
No response.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
So you and Dano are both gonna go this way.
I don't want Dano to go with me.
I'll follow him. He's sneaking. He's hunched over as far as he can. Roll into the brush.
Dano, I swear to God, if you get us made, I'm gonna kill you.
Shush! We're being quiet.
Stalled.
I mean, are you trying to get up to the tent?
I'm trying to get at least by under the trees to the tent and see if I can get in through the back.
Make one more stealth roll for me.
Oh, this is the one.
I'm using a hero point.
Yeah, both of you make stealth.
0 point.
Well, cause like, okay, so my stealth, before I do that, it's
You're also a guard. You don't have to be stealthy.
but I got Dano with me.
Well,
I got a 19.
He did have to use a hero point to get a 19, but he has a
Hey, that's
19.
fine. That's what they're there for, man.
I got a 14 without using a hero point. Do I need to use my hero point?
I will give you a bonus because you are dressed as like you're in your disguise.
Okay.
So that's fine. So you guys sneak over here. You are free to go into this tent.
Okay.
While they're going into that tent, can I like communicate with Boomer at all, like telepathically?
No,
Damn it!
I don't think so.
He said no.
Can he just know
And Boomer.
what to do?
You can hold on.
Because I want to do a drive-by skunkin.
You want to
Drive
do
by
what?
skunking.
A drive-by skunkin.
Yeah, you have the ability to share senses with Boomer.
Boomer.
So you could take over Boomer's
text him?
body and run and do whatever you want as Boomer.
Warg.
Yeah, I'm gonna warg it up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna go and just kind of hippity hop, and then just lift up my scent glands, and then drive by, spray those 2 guards, and then run very quickly back to the bushes.
So you're gonna spray these 2 guys.
Yeah.
Is Benny Hill music playing when you run away?
And maybe I'll even turn around and go, and then see if they follow me.
Okay, so that's fine. I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You just like let out a toot for these guards. Make a. Let's see.
Stink check.
Make a stink check. Make a nature check.
It is just natural.
It is
Oh,
You
natural.
got a 23.
23.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
So
You
natural.
stink up
That's
these two
stank.
guys as you go by.
Right?
And as you're running away, you hear Tess, and she's like, "What is that smell?" And there's like, "Oh, there's something came by, and I don't know what happened. I can't get it off." And they're like trying to like rub it off their clothes. And she's like, "Go get yourselves cleaned up." And they walk
That
away
makes
from where they were. But they're not following Boomer though. They are going down to the southeast corner towards that set of 4 tents. So they walk away.
It would have been funny if the bathroom was in the tan tents and they just like walked in on Dano and
That's what I was gonna say. And she just made them go into the tent. And they're not going to. It would be sad.
It's also
That's where the shower is.
latrine. Okay. Yeah, who wants to? I mean, this is kind of pretty loosey goosey. So, anyone want to take any action right now?
I mean,
Yeah, I wanna talk to my guard and be like, "Hey, man, you wanna see into the divine domain?" I wanna try to convince him to do some drugs with me behind these tents while we're standing guard.
He looks at you. Make a diplomacy or a deception check. Make a deception check.
All right, yeah, I'd rather do that. Deception. Let's go. That's a 14.
Decept.
A 14.
14.
He's like, well, before you say that, he's like, "What are you doing out of your quarters?" And you say that to him, and he's like, "Chill, man, chill. Like, we can't do that right now." And he tells you to get back to your quarters.
Fine. Yeah, I guess I'll just tail between my legs. Fine, man. I was just trying to just do a little toot with you, man. You look cool. I thought you, whatever.
He's like, "Hey, I'm cool. I'm on patrol right now, man."
Dude, real quick, no one's awake. I just checked. Everyone's sleeping. It's fine.
He's like, "Kid." He's like, "Gil's gonna kill me if she finds out."
Gil may kill you, but this prime Gil is good for you. So, I mean, it's up to you, man. Whatever. It's fine. I'll take my ball and go home. I'll try to make him feel guilty for not even accepting just a free little toot.
Call him a nerd.
He's like, "I'll get you." I'll get
Yeah,
you.
basically.
When my patrol's over, I'll come find you.
All right.
I'm cool, I promise.
All right, I'll be in the tent all the way in the corner, the weapon tent.
He sees you go towards that tent. He was like, "Those aren't your quarters."
Well, yeah, I don't want to share with all the other guys. This is just gonna be. The fewer people I split this between, the more we get to share between you and I. You know,
Gotcha.
if I do it in the corners, then everybody's gonna want a little piece of this.
All right. Well, when you're done, get back to your quarters.
Absolutely, and I, tap my nose.
Mum's the word. I guess you go back into that tent.
Sure.
All right. So you and Levlin trots behind you into that tent. Who wants to take an action? Yeah.
I guess I'm going in the tan tent. I'm going into the one on the left first.
You go in the one on the left. You go into the left one. Inside the tent, you see a man locked inside a dark red, glowing cage. He's facing away from you, but like he hears like the tent open, turns around and sees you. And like he doesn't look like the guy that you remember, but he transforms into the man that you remember seeing before in a bar near Sunrise Port. And in this moment, Bessie has a quick flashback to being in said bar. Bessie, you walk into this bar, you're kind of out of breath, and you see the same guy sitting at the bar. He's got a little bit of an aura around him. Something like this kind of drawing you to him.
Yeah, I mean, I think at first I'm very angry and just like, even though I see this, it's not necessarily in the forefront of my mind. I just sit right next to him, just like slam down and just like put my hands in my head, like at the bar.
He says to you, "You look like you could use a drink, dear."
I like snap my head up and give a like glare at him for a second, and then I think immediately I'm like calmer, and I like, okay, yeah.
He extends his hand out like for like a greeting, and he says, "Jeffrey."
And I extend my hand and I go, but Bessie, and I shake his hand.
He's like, not sure I should be so forward with that, but I have been drinking since, and he looks at his watch, and he says, Sunday. I haven't seen you here before. What's troubling you?
It's just my dad. He just pressured me to do stuff that I don't have no interest in, and I don't know what to do.
He says, the age-old struggle to be what we are or what others want us to be. Can I give you a piece of advice? He kind of leans in as he's still drinking, like his drink. He says, the expectations of others are but shadows on a wall, fleeting and insubstantial against one's spirit. Why bow to the visions of someone else?
I guess it's the only thing that I've known how to do my whole life.
Well, if you ask
Just
me,
follow orders from my father.
if you want to be remembered, he says, getting up, he stands up, and he's like, you have to defy expectations. And he continues, like, as he gets up, he grabs your hand and twirls you gently, and like begins just to lead you in a soft dance in the middle of this bar. And as he's doing it, he just says, so what's your plan?
I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't want this life.
Well, that doesn't really sound like a plan, but honestly, I've never been a big fan of plans anyway.
I want to be known, but for something I want to be known for, not because of my father.
Listen, dear girl, this may sound very cliche, but just follow your heart. He says, he pokes you in the center of your chest, and he says,
I kind of like, I haven't had an adult man ever touch me there, so I'm like, I quiver.
he kind of pulls his hand back a little, and he says, your heart's kept you alive your whole life. It knows what it's doing. And at that moment, you flash back to the present, and you see the same man standing in the cage. He just says, hello, dear. It's good to see you again. I wish it were under better circumstances.
My eyes kind of well up as I go to the cage and I say, Are you okay?
He says, well, and he grabs the cage and he shakes it. And he's like, I'm afraid I'm not really familiar with what's binding me here. This particular brand of people are quite formidable. The amount of power it would take to hold me here.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't mean to keep you pause, and then I thought you were done. Can I cast Detect Magic on the contraption and see if I can figure out what's binding him? Or do like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, you could do Detect Magic, that's fine. Arcana check, whatever you want to do. Yeah, you can, if you wanted to, yeah, I would say make an Arcana check.
Arcana 25.
Yeah, so obviously you can tell this is a magical cage that's keeping him here, just from it's literally glowing in front of you. It's as far as like the school of magic, it seems to be like some sort of divine magic.
Did another god help put you in here?
He says, well, I mean, my line of thinking is that the amount of power it would take to hold me here could only be the result of accumulating thousands of other souls. Last I checked, only my mother would be capable of something like that. But surely this was not her doing. This was not her intention. He shakes the cage again, and he kind of puts his face up against it. He's like, if you see her or convene with her, would you tell her I'm all right and I'm ready for whatever happens next?
Your mother?
My mother.
She a slender woman with white hair?
She can be.
I think we did see her. She created a big hole in my friend Georgie's bar. He's devastated. So
she is looking for me.
Indeed. She thinks that you've been here too long.
She may be right. She always said I trusted humans too much. But honestly, being trapped in here, I feel more human than ever. Bound, constrained, but unbroken, as far as I feel. I often reveled in people's joys, mourned your sorrows. It placed the purest of hopes in you. Now I'm confined in this cold metal cage by those I lifted in love. Still, I do love humans. I've seen the heights of kindness and the depths of courage. You're here with me, after all. Unfortunately, I may find that I may be beyond your help at this point. I certainly can't break free. I'm not sure you'll be able to help me get out of here.
How did they transport you here?
In the cage. I don't really want to get into how they got me in here. It's kind of embarrassing. But
was it beer?
Beer and the like, you know.
Oh, Jeffrey. Am I able to like reach my hand through the bars of the thing at all, or no?
You can reach towards it, but like your hand is kind of like like you can't.
Like repelled.
Yeah, it's like repelled by it. Like you can't even get a hand on the cage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bessie, G-boy. This is a very touching moment, but we really got to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what should, if we can't free you, then what do we do?
Well, it was my choice to entwine my fate to humankind, so I will deal with the consequences of that.
Can I push the cage over?
Can you what?
Push the cage over?
You can't. You can't even touch it. You try. As you try to like go for it, like something is like just repelling your hand from even touching it. And he says, "Don't worry about me. You know, I'm basically a god. This isn't the end for me, but just a close to a chapter. Even now, I don't regret my choice to trust your kind. My form may wither from here, but I will endure, and I implore you to do the same."
Will you ever come back?
How could I stay away?
Come find me if you do.
He resigns and kind of like just sits down cross-legged on the floor of the cage. Yeah.
Is there a bed in here, or is it just the cage?
Just a cage. He doesn't have any means of laying in a bed or anything like that. As this is happening, I guess, do you guys want to take any other actions, like those that are not inside this tent? Do you want to move anywhere else?
Yeah. Can I do a check of those tents we haven't looked into yet? The ones below.
Middle ones.
Yeah. That's fine. Go ahead and you can make a stealth check.
I got a 9.
A 9.
Does it help if I had a 16?
Helps you. As you're going through to walk towards the other tents. Let me see what Freddy rolls. Where's the stats? Good stuff. Yeah, Freddy's fine. So Freddy and Drace begin walking towards these tents, and as it's happening, Junebug, you trip over some boxes. And as they start to topple over, I am going to give Drace the opportunity to try to catch them so they don't reveal your position.
And what kind of roll?
You can
Athletics?
yeah, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
Oof.
Come on, Drees.
Can I intimidate them into not falling?
No.
Give us a
Okay, well, I'll do acrobatics is slightly better. 14.
A 14.
Can I also try to make like an acrobatic save just to save myself?
No, you just knocked into the
You
boxes.
knocked it
Well, it's
over.
like if you like trip and then you do like a roll, it's still really cool, right?
I'll let you, but it's gonna be a higher DC for you to try to catch it yourself because you'll
I
have to like
picture-
roll and catch it.
It's like something like it's similar to what Willy Wonka does when he falls over with the
Yeah,
cane and then
exactly.
jumps up.
But you should still do your roll, Drace, because I might.
You know, mine's 14.
Okay. I got a 14.
No.
14 is not gonna do it.
Those are good.
These boxes are knocked over. They make a bunch of noise as they fall over,
Perfect.
and you see.
Can you hear it from where we are?
You can hear it. Like, this is like wooden crates. It was like she tripped over like a rope that was holding down a stake, and it was just like to catch herself. She tried to put weight on these. It was very cartoonish, like on these wooden crates, but they were already slightly off balance just by bad luck, and they fell over. And these boxes topple over onto the ground and crash. And yes, you can hear it. The encampment's not like super big, so you can definitely hear
Everybody hears it?
it. I think pretty much everyone hears it at this point. So, hold on.
I think I'm just gonna like let out a sigh as I hear the crash, like close my eyes.
It's the last few seconds of peace.
It wasn't Dano.
2 guards come out of tents
Oh, no.
Oh no.
near you guys. And Commander Gill is also made aware of the boxes falling over, and she starts to walk over.
I also hear it as a new guard. Well, I checked to see what my guard friend in front of me is doing.
He's gonna head that direction as well.
If he has that direction, I'm like, oh, yep, I heard it too. Let's all go in that direction.
Before. Oh, okay.
And I want Levlin to like follow us up like behind me, so obviously he doesn't know that Levlin's mine.
Yep. That's fine. I'll just put it
You
in.
want to swim virgin?
That works.
All of these guards begin to close on you.
Oh no.
All 7 of these people begin to close. They're out in the open, and they see you. And this is your last chance to do anything before it's an all-out brawl.
I want to cast Thundering Dominance on Levlin.
Okay. Cool. I don't remember what it is, but I'm assuming it's cool.
I only get 1 attack out of it, which is going to be, I'm going to wait for timing, but it also adds 1 to like intimidation rolls.
Okay, cool.
I think before we join the brawl, I'm gonna look in the right tent.
Okay.
But before I leave Jeffrey, I'm gonna like hold a hand as close to the thing as it'll allow, and drop illusory disguise and be in my like really nice suit and say I'm ready to show you everything I've learned since we last saw each other. And then I'm gonna peep the other tent before I go to do the fight.
Keep it.
Yep.
That
Okay.
Pete.
So yeah, you say it to him, and he gives you like a sigh and a nod as you walk out of the tent. Go to the other
Was
one.
it a good sigh or a bad sigh? I don't want to be disappointed.
It's he's at peace
Okay.
with his current situation.
They will pay for what they've done to my poor Jeffrey.
You go into the other tent. This looks like Commander Gill's quarters. There's like some desks. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a desk, and there's like a couple, just like little file boxes, stuff like that.
Can I look around?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
That is 22.
Yeah. You can kind of look through like the stuff on her desk. There's like papers scattered everywhere. You find the photo that she took of your group, just sitting there on the desk. There's like a post-it note on it that says, "Show General Hart."
Still
Terrible part.
destroy it.
I look to see if I look good in it or not.
You look to see if you look good in it. Yeah, you look good.
Such a shame as I
Destroy the evidence.
rip up the photo and offer it to Dano to like put it in his mouth and chew it up.
I'm
Make
still
a
That's
hat out of
the
it.
type of thing you would do? I don't know.
I'm not there. Donald's not there.
Oh, you didn't.
No,
you
I
didn't go
follow
with
you
me?
this time. I heard the crash.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. If you want to finish your thing, I'll say whatever I'm going to do next.
Okay, then I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
I rip it up
At
a
the
bunch.
beginning.
What was the commander's name? Hart?
General Hart.
General Hart. Yeah. Like General Fart.
Damn, got
See
him.
the sign. Classic.
Okay.
All right. Well then, yeah, I'm done.
Thanos saw Bessie leave out the back for the other tent, but Thanos not one to step away from danger. So He pulls out his alchemist's fire. He looks over at Jeffrey and says, "Boy, Jeffrey, next time you see Zelia, tell her Donald McNally's trying to bring the light back in this world." And he pops open the tent, saunters out, Vince McMahon style. He goes, "Oi, Tess, you miss me," and I'm gonna throw it as far as I can, trying to hit the big tent with the gunpowder in it.
Okay.
I know that's like 50 feet away, but
That's way over there.
I got big strong muscles.
It is.
Do we think this was the crates crashing was enough commotion for all the prisoners to leave?
No.
Well, they also just heard me yell.
The
Oi,
explosion
Tess!
might be.
You know,
It's all right.
Okay.
The explosion might kill all of them. We're standing right
yeah,
there.
They're standing right next to it, which is.
Fine.
I don't know that.
Let's see.
We hope there's not too much gunpowder in there.
Luckily, there were no prisoners in the tanks. Bill never got the.
Tess?
Fair enough. You know, they're all like in a big clump. I'll throw it at the clump of them, not at the tent. Look,
The clump. Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna throw it at the clump of them.
I'm just trying.
Here,
to,
let me turn on the light.
I'm just trying to determine how far you can throw it.
Yeah. Fair.
Because normally it's like not super far. Hold on.
But I'm very strong.
You are very strong, so you'll get a little bonus to it, but I don't think you could throw it as far as that tent.
I'm aiming. Yeah, so I'll just aim for like Tess in particular, but like maybe just like if she's walking away from me, then I'm throwing it like right in front of her to stop her path.
Oh, gotcha. You can definitely make that range, so that's fine.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
So you throw this. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely, if you're trying to hit Tess, you can hit Tess.
Yeah, I'll hit Tess.
Splash.
You're looking a little cold. Through.
So you can roll a d8 of fire damage.
That's a 1. I guess 2 if we're still inspired.
Yeah, that's fine. We can leave Inspire on. That's fine.
And it's got some persistent fires and a splash of damage. So
Yeah. So
you know, it stacks, guys. It's it's not all at once. It's a prolonged thing.
I only have one fire graphic, so bear with me. You throw this thing.
That's-
It glances Tess. So she's gonna take the 1 damage, and she's on fire. It's like her pant leg or something is on fire. It's gonna do splash damage.
Why?
This guy, just one splash damage. And you've also set a tent on fire, which is fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Unless it has gunpowder in it too.
So, I can roll for it.
Yeah. Roll if there's gunpowder.
I do have a mechanic for that. So let's see.
Ooh.
It's not gunpowder. In that tent there, so because we can just tell because this is okay. At this point, because you have thrown a bomb and they have noticed you, you guys are in initiative now. I think we'll probably have to save that for next session. But we can roll for initiative now if you'd like, so we know.
Yeah, we can plan it out.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
$26.
I'm not letting you roll for me.
26. Dude.
Wait, that's 17 plus 7 is 24 plus.
Yes.
Oh, 27.
I got 27 too.
What are you at?
Who's got higher?
what do you add?
I rolled a 17 plus my perception, and then one of the feats I did was like extra initiative. So it adds +2 to my initiative so that I can go earlier on.
So that doesn't add to your perception? That's so it adds +2 initiatives. That will
you have that too.
No.
Oh.
So you both got 27?
Yeah.
Oop, 15.
15?
17.
17?
Wait, no, I think I am at 26. 17 plus 7
24.
plus 2 is 26. Yeah, I'm at 26.
I see.
Sorry.
And I'm at a very respectable 10.
Dude, listen, today, this week, it's just been fucking brutal for work. Tomorrow is gonna be worse.
If I cannot wait to fight these motherfuckers.
I know. I'm ready. I could stay up an extra 30 minutes to
I
get it
know,
going,
how about 11:30?
but...
We can keep going if you want.
I know y'all got kids.
Little tiny sleepy men we are.
I had a little nap for...
I mean, the problem is it's going to take like at least an hour.
At least. If we had
Like
started
minimum.
initiative at 8:30, we'd probably be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shall see. What is Freddy's perception? 7. Okay. Okay, I've got the initiative order. I don't need these numbers anymore.
I'm just waiting to see if all these fuckers wake up.
I mean, that's what I'm afraid
Yeah,
of.
like
I was gonna
100 of them.
They're cowards, they're gonna run away.
Try to like run through all the tents.
What did Dana say?
They're cowards, they're gonna run away. Just like that other one. But the one he was very scared. He was a little scared boy.
Oh, the one that Freddy killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Luca wants to make a perception check on the guards that were sleeping, I'll allow that. That's like the last roll for the session.
Alright.
They're already dead.
26.
26, yeah. The people that were sleeping look fairly young. They look like newer recruits. Very...
Super green.
Yeah, very green. That's your impression of them. Alright, well, we have the initiative order for next time, and we will have ourselves a little brawl, it looks like.
Let's do it.
Brouhaha.
Bessie, do you want to reposition where you are as you come out of that tent?
Maybe like in front of me.
There wasn't anything in it besides that picture.
That was the important thing that you got from there, yeah.
I'll probably pass through Jeffrey's tent one more time.
Okay.
Just to like blow him a kiss as I walk out, like behind Dano, causing a scene. Like kind of like strutting in my suit.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're right. He'll put you right in between Dano and Luca.
Unless you want it to be down some more so we're not all right next to each other.
I mean, I'd be okay. Well, I'm
like,
still
you're
pretending
supposed
to be a guard.
I feel like you should be down a little bit.
I'd be okay with being in between the twins and the guy right above them. Like, kind of like close off that circle.
Okay.
We got them surrounded at least, kind of.
Yeah. Perfect.
Get them around the...
Cool.
I like the fire graphic. It's just like burning. Like
I know,
little
it's just-
faces on top.
That's going to be going until next time.
It'll be
Can
burned.
somebody put that fucking fire out? Jesus.
Eternal flame.
The Everlight.
right, guys.
It's just guys.
Good job, everyone. If we
Jazz
wanna,
hands.
we can have a talk if we want, or we can go to bed.
I'm good for a talk.
I really liked this session.
What's that?
I just wanted to say I really liked this session. I don't know if it was because it was more. I don't know. It seemed more playful in what we could do. Like we could just attack people without having to limit ourselves to 3 moves.
Yeah, because this was kind of like an interesting kind of activity because you're not really in initiative, and like you're obviously going to have an advantage sneaking up on people that aren't paying attention, and there's no reason you should be limited to just doing like 3 things. If you, I mean, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, the whole three things is so everybody gets a chance.
Yeah, you guys are pretty split up as it was, and then it wasn't truly a fight until now. It's more
Freaking deadly with their cheers over there, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you have
Freddy.
flashbacks ready for everyone like you had the drug trips, or did you already have planned out just Bessie and Drace?
Tristan, you don't ask a magician how he does his tricks.
That's right.
I just did.
Wasn't that what this is for?
Well, there's certain plot points that I knew we were going to hit in this particular session, which called for it. I just wanted to introduce it as a possible mechanic for the future. It could happen to anybody.
I like
If we
it.
had gone to see those tents and we didn't see Drace's trainer.
Then he would have prepared it for nothing.
He would have noticed his body
Yeah,
amongst the
just
dead.
like 70% of the stuff that I prepare, it would just go unused, and then it would disappear from the story.
It's so sad. You should be compiling this for a novel.
I mean, I have it all
Yeah.
saved, but that seems like a lot. I'm no writer.
Yeah, just write a memoir. All your unused
I would've
stuff from Pathfinder.
I would have kept looking until we found him.
Well, did you even know this man existed before? Was he part of your backstory?
How to do magic?
So Drace was made aware of this particular, or Drace knew of this person from his past.
Gotcha.
And also, like the whole flashback was like how I actually escaped and came to Miss Moore.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. He was like your training montage.
It was disappointing.
Also, like
the training montage, like with music in the background, because I went.
Yeah. He was giving me very strong like Uncle Iroh vibes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Master Oogway.
Some good words of wisdom.
It's very like Master Oogway too.
Noodle?
Very philosophical.
Noodle?
Yep. Indeed.
No, I like the flashbacks. They're cool. Nice little plot device.
Yeah.
But I cannot wait to use all my level 3 shit. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mine are like devastating. I love it. They're real gross.
I'm interested to see like if the enemies are way stronger now, like because our spells are stronger.
I feel like we almost always die.
I will
I mean,
tell you.
so keep it fun.
I'll
Can't
tell
just
you
dominate everything.
any one skill from Tessa's build. I'll tell you the bonus.
What do you mean?
If you want to know any of one of Tess Gill's bonuses, I will tell you. Like a skill, I won't tell you the attacks.
With her athletics.
Well, maybe I will tell you the attacks. She's
got to have a low perception.
Her hand-eye coordination cannot be at 20.
She has a surprisingly high perception. She does not have much in terms of athletics. Her athletics is I don't even have it on here because it's so.
It was pretty fast.
grappled.
That's the only reason I have Tanglevine right now is to slow that bitch down.
Well, she she lucked out and got to act early on in the last encounter, which is why she got away. She does have some speed, and she is more of a stealthy character.
I can't believe so little time has passed in between the game that we caught her before she sent out that picture.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, there's like what would be the way that she would do it? Like she could mail it, I guess, or like send somebody.
Yeah, there's no Xerox or anything.
It was no like she couldn't post it on like Twitter or post it on like Instagram.
Blasting us.
Tag us in it.
Hey, these guys are
Tag our
magic
ID.
users.
1920s.
Tag our accounts.
Let me see if I can find.
Wasn't the same? Didn't we find the same picture though? In the hideout, like the surveillance hideout.
There were pictures there, yeah.
Those were just
Wasn't
pictures
it-
of us.
I thought
at
one of the pictures was of us.
Bygone.
That Tess said.
Yeah, they weren't the same picture.
They were copies. Okay, they're different pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
It was like us on the street outside the bar, sort of stuff. I think.
Reapers.
Yeah, just surveillance. Being surveilled.
Yeah, her athletics is like she's not trained in athletics.
I
Surprisingly.
took her eye the first time.
Love snatch knives.
Does she have one big bad move that she's gonna build up and use against us?
She has I mean, she's a weapon user. So it's I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys for the
Yeah, don't spoil too much.
She's gonna be crying.
What's her AC?
Yeah, that's.
I'm not telling you her AC.
I know, I was joking.
I'll
Will you
tell you.
tell
I'll tell
me?
you her. I'll tell you her perception. She has a bonus of plus 19 to her perception.
Holy shit.
She's got a magic eye.
So
She's got
so
mad-
she's going
mad eye
first,
moody eye.
basically.
Yeah, she was first
Unless-
in initiative order. I showed you that.
I didn't see the initiative.
Yep, I brought it back. I put it back there.
Oh.
Jimbo, Bessie, the big boys. Big boys are the
Damn.
the two guys that look like. And then
The twins.
they're
Well, you
not
know,
really
it makes
twins.
sense
I just
that
only have one.
I know. That's just what I'm calling.
And then
him.
Dano, the one who started the fight, was
He's just making sure everybody.
Well,
Just
I'm
their
giving
turn.
everybody else a turn before I kill everyone in one hit.
technically,
know,
Dano got a turn off by throwing that
Give us
bomb.
Thanos snap.
Yeah, he did.
Dano has already caused damage.
Exactly.
He kicked this whole thing off. Pyro style.
Oh,
Funny, I thought I kicked it off by falling over a tent.
Well, yeah, you literally kicked it.
You did so much damage to that tent. My God.
That tent is fucked.
We did so well stealth wise for all the way up until that one.
yeah.
We did make it like for 2 hours somehow without ever alerting them, which is amazing. I thought we were going to alert them
That's
immediately.
pretty amazing. I know, and if we would have just done everything stealthily, there would be no fight. Which who wants that? You know, like
Honestly, like if Freddy didn't roll a nat 20 after I rolled a nat 1, they may have discovered us immediately.
That would have been a very different session. But he literally nat 20 on the stealth roll, and he's got a good bonus to stealth.
Yeah, and I rolled a nat 1 on my first check.
So like my plan was the second that like I got done talking to Jeffrey before the crash happened, I was gonna drop illusory disguise and walk out and like kind of strut over to Tess and like hit her with an attack. So if the fall wouldn't have started it, then
it was about to go down.
it was about to go down. Like, and I'm sure Dana was itching to get to Tess too. So
Oh yeah. I was gonna do my the sudden charge just straight out the tent at her. That was,
yeah,
similar.
I may have looked at you and been like, I may have looked at you first and been like, let's fucking roll, and then we could have like walked out like slow motion action movie. What?
At the end of RRR, where you're just like on my shoulders, like doing
No,
magic
I
up
would just
there.
I would just be walking with you.
What are you gonna be like
No.
freaking Andre the Giant and
Yeah.
put a big cloak on?
You will not be
Yeah.
here.
So hey Nick, did your mom give you my message?
Is this Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I guess not. What
Oh.
message?
I accidentally called her yesterday
Oh,
because I was trying to call my coworker at work, and his name's Pat, and I said call Pat, and they said calling Patty Lutton, and I'm like, oh shit. And so then when we spoke, I was like, I didn't mean to call you. I was trying to call someone else. And she's like, yeah, we just got done dinner and we're heading to ice cream for your birthday. I was like, oh, well, tell him that I called to wish him a happy birthday.
Happy
And she
birthday.
said, I'll tell him that
Happy
you
birthday.
called me to tell him that you wish him a happy birthday. And we had a good laugh, so I thought she would have.
she was too excited by the baby being excited about a fiberglass cow at the ice cream place. So I
Okay.
think that's probably filled her mind.
I get it. I get excited over fiberglass clouds too.
Oh, we all.
Thank you. Can I have a level for my birthday, Scott?
No.
The birthday level.
Birthday hero point.
The hero point.
I mean,
We'll see.
birthday hero point is fine, but we're resetting next session, right? So
Yeah. Well, okay, here, I'll just take that hero point to re-roll that fire real quick.
you cannot use the
Won't
hero
do
points
worse.
for damage. You
Rats.
can re-roll your initiative though if you still have one.
Nah, that's okay. I don't mind going last. I started, so it's like I really went first.
All right. So when are we doing this again?
Good question.
We're on hiatus next week, right? And then
What did we say for society?
the 8th.
Yeah, not this coming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, any other day that week is fine by me.
Not the 6th or 7th for me,
Oh,
preferably.
right. So we do the Thursday or Friday.
Let me check my calendar. Oh.
The 9th isn't bad, I don't think.
Thursday.
Sorry, that was like a triple
Yeah.
negative. The 9th of May?
Yeah.
I think the 9th would be doable, I think.
Cool. Why don't we play
Thursday the
that
9th,
then?
yeah. That should be fine.
We will have ourselves a firefight.
Literally. Write that down.
Hands off the dancers.
You gotta pay extra.
What was the 8th?
By society. When's your next D&D?
15.
Yeah.
Here's what we decided on.
Any other things you guys want to talk about, discuss, ask questions, or anything else that was bad or good?
There wasn't enough bird calls being done.
Well, that's on you guys.
I know. I was trying to do a bird call. Bessie just said no.
What?
You were trying to do all this. I was like, I can just make a bird call. You're like, no.
Oh.
Magic invisible hands 10.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to cast spells.
You were doing a lot in the beginning.
None of my other characters do spell casting, so I was excited.
Cast all the spells.
Yes.
And someone
I
sees
know, I'm
this
about
casting
to.
spell.
About to use all my best hits.
Right out the gate.
Yep, right out the gate.
Anyway, bye.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Yeah, good night, guys.
We're gonna end it.